Happy Monday. Hope everybody is well. Hope you're staying warm. It's pretty cold here in Northwest Indiana, so if you got your yummy warm tea or anything else that makes you feel snuggly in this cold weather, then please do that. All right. So, I wanted to maybe, excuse me, there we go. Talk a little bit more from last week. I hope you saw the video. If not, it's on our YouTube channel. I couldn't figure out how to get it on Facebook. So, it is over on our YouTube channel with all of our other videos and some more extra things. So, if you didn't catch it, just a little recap. Excuse me, I was in Sedona and I climbed up one of the mountains that I used to be able to do pretty easily, and this time was not as easy as it has been in the past. And it was just that reminder, though, that I could do it. And I did it. And I got up there. It might have been slow and steady, but I did it. And so I have a lot of people, too, that say, you didn't do that by yourself, did you? Yep, I absolutely hiked that all by myself. My trip to Sedona this time was more about a solo trip. Doesn't mean I didn't spend time with friends, but I got out and did a lot of hiking and things all by myself, which was lovely. And so I wanted to talk a little bit more about believing in ourselves and trusting ourselves, because again, we're coming up on the end of this year, obviously, and it's the end of a cycle. And so really just wanting to focus on the end of the year about letting go of those things that don't serve us anymore. And one of those things are those stories that we tell ourselves, that other people have put on us, those agreements, those beliefs, the contracts. And I don't know about you, there's a lot that I do not want to carry into this new cycle. I'm done with them. And I was really reminded in this last week to really believe in myself, even when others don't, and that's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to understand my journey. They don't have to understand your journey or what you're doing. And if you're watching this, then you're probably more in the spiritual realm, and not everybody understands that. And that's okay, they don't have to. You know, again, I talk about how people still believe that because I do what I do, that I'm working with the dark or bad, or, you know, some of those lower energies, which I don't take that on, because I don't. I absolutely don't. I work with the light. I make sure to stay in the light. And they only know what they've been taught. So, same goes for a lot of the other things that we do. You know, I mean, for us women, how many times have we been taught not to go out by ourselves? To make sure we go in a group. Make sure, okay, I'm gonna always had to make sure I had that dime or that quarter in my shoe or on me so I can make a phone call long before our cell phones, right? But we needed that protection. We needed to be safe. We were watching a movie yesterday, and the lead character was going into New York City, and her mom and dad are like, we put mace in your bag just in case. You need to be safe. And even though there was no part where she even felt unsafe, it was very interesting that they felt the need to put that in the movie. They never talked about it again. They just talked about it being in her bag so she could feel safe. And so when people ask me if I go hiking by myself, absolutely. Did it take me a while to be able to do that without having that fear of those old stories, right? I'm going to be in trouble if I go by myself. I'm just a girl. I'm not strong enough to go do those things by myself. Well, guess what? I do, and I have, and I'm still here. And when people question our strengths, our knowledge, it's more about them, and I know that we have that choice, and a lot of times we just take it on. I know there's that piece of who am I to know this stuff? Who am I to speak up? Who are you not? Who are you not to shine your light? Marianne Williamson, has the quote, "It's not our dark that we are most afraid of, it's our light." But we came here to shine. And it's time to let go of those stories and those agreements about not shining our light. And we need our lights to be shining. You need to shine your light in this world. And you need to believe in yourself. And let go of all those old, heavy things that, people had the best intentions, maybe. And we took on a lot of heavy stuff because of it. So, yeah. And yesterday, we had our last shamanic class of this series, and we did a trance dance, which is always fun. And one of the things that I asked about was what were my next steps. And I figured I was going to get next steps, right? Okay, you need to do this and you need to do that. What I was told was to invent myself. And I went, what? And the question was proposed, who would I be if I could be anyone? Without the stories, without the wounds, without the hurts, without any agreements that have been put on to me by other people. And sometimes we hold on to our wounds because we know who we are with those. And maybe it's scary to go out into the world without them. Sometimes they serve us. Sometimes they've served us and they are long done serving us. So, as we get ready to come into this new year, new cycles, what do you want to leave in 2025? What do you want to bring into 2026? Who do you want to be in 2026? Isn't that a fun question to think about? You can be anything. What would it be? And know that you're already it. Yes. Okay. One more thing, and then we'll get into our other pieces. I had a beautiful friend share this with me. And her mom had, it was in honor of her mom. And she gave me this bag with this beautiful little flower and a penny. And she said that her mom always picked up pennies because she said, look how rich you are. You have a penny. And I love that. And that's part of the new piece of stop thinking you're in lack. When you manifest, don't manifest from lack. Manifest as if you already have it, because look how beautiful and amazing and rich you are already. Okay. So with all of that being said, take a moment to think about whether it's a behavior, a belief, one of those agreements or contracts. Think about what you want to let go of here in this moment. And when you're ready, take that nice deep breath and blow it into the stick. And one more time, nice big breath. And I have to giggle because there's no accidents, right, in my world. And so as we're focusing on letting go of this old stuff, my phone starts ringing. It's a spam, right? A distraction. Somebody telling me I need something, or there's something that I need to be doing. And I say no. All right, so let's go ahead and transmute that energy that we just blew into the stick. And as always, thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the wisdom. No more pain. No more trauma. No more drama. I release and let go of whatever story. And may the fire bring it in as new energy. Bringing in the energy of the sun. And if you want, hold on. Come on, let go. Bringing that in to the heart, maybe into your solar plex, wherever you're feeling that you need this energy filled up. All right, we'll let that finish burning. All right, my friends. So, taking a few breaths here. Just breathing in and breathing out. And if you'd like to use the breath, maybe you can feel where you're holding on to whatever you just put into the stick. Or maybe you have some pain or some discomfort, as we're talking about this, doing all of this. And I like to visualize as I breathe in, breathing that good yummy air into that area and back out again, and then scooping that energy out. Or I was talking to someone today about how it's like seeds, and when the wind blows and the seeds are ready to go elsewhere, it's kind of like that. Whatever's ready to come up, you don't have to force it. It's just that gentleness of releasing and letting go, transforming it into something. Usually I like to think of it as wings. Okay, butterflies, you know. And then allowing it to release back to the universe, to the consciousness. So if you want to do that a couple more times, breathe in, scooping whatever that heaviness is up and out. Letting it just fly away, far away. You can think about it as blowing into a balloon or a bubble, letting it just drift and releasing and letting that go. And again, breathing down into that space, allowing the breath, the air to swirl around to pick up whatever is ready to be released. And out. Good. One more time. Nice deep breath. And out again. Good. And if you can, if you're in a space that you can close your eyes and get comfortable, and again, maybe a little continuation of last week's video. So I want you to put yourself in your happy place, preferably outside, but it's up to you. Wherever that happy place is, no judgments. And just imagine, visualize, feel, know that space. And the sun is shining, and you can feel its warmth on your face, on your skin, and it's the perfect temperature. There's a light breeze that blows through your hair. And if you so choose, imagine yourself, visualize yourself like a screen door. Allow that wind to blow through and to take whatever heaviness you're ready to let go of, that you don't need, that you don't want. And just let it blow through. Good. Feeling yourself getting lighter and lighter. And whatever that heaviness is that maybe is on your shoulders, we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, right? And it's okay to let that go. Just allow that breeze, that wind to carry it away. And by letting that heaviness, removing that heaviness from your body, you feel lighter. You feel happier. Or maybe just giddy. That's okay too. Maybe that smile comes across your lips. And in this space, knowing that you are supported, you are safe and that you are loved. I am safe. I am supported. I am loved. And now allowing that wind to come through the other way. So if it was coming through your face, the front of you, allow it to blow through the back, allowing you to release and let go of even more, of even more. And who said that we have to carry these heavy burdens? Maybe it's okay to put down all that luggage. All of that heaviness in this moment. Just put it down. And it's up to you whether or not you want to pick it up. Or maybe there's just a piece of it that needs to be picked up for now. But allowing yourself in this moment to feel that warmth, to let go. And if you want to, if you choose to, breathe in that warm sunshine. Allow it to fill your heart. Allow it to fill every cell of your body. Yes, if you watched away in the beginning of these Mindless Mondays, there was a song I think is fitting here. And just allow all of the cells in your body to be happy and healthy. And give them permission to let go of anything that's not serving them. And then remember to drink your water. But in this moment, imagine all of those little cells as sunshine. Burning away any heaviness. Allowing yourself to be filled with light. And remembering to believe in yourself, to know who you are here in the heart. And don't let anybody else dim your light. So as those cells shine, allow yourself to shine bright too. And breathing in and breathing out. Good. And again, bringing your attention to your feet. And this is a great way too if your mind is chattering. To quiet the mind. Just releasing and letting go. Good. Good, good, good. All right. And as you're in this space, filled with this love, filled with this sunshine, remember that you can send this into your, into the rest of your day, into the rest of this week. You know, if there's something coming up today that might be a little heavy, send some of this good, yummy energy to it so that it's already there, it's already working. Or maybe in your drive home, or anything else that might be heavy, if you gotta go to the grocery store or shopping today. Just remember to surround yourself with this beautiful light. Fill yourself up. And remember who you are. Remember why you came here. And I can pretty much promise you it's not to play small. It's not to hide your light. So allow your light to shine. Stand in your strength. And breathe in and out. Wiggling those fingers and toes. When you're ready, come back into the room. Still filled with that love, that warmth. And remember to find your piece of peace. And so much love and so much gratitude to each and every one of you. Stay warm. Stay light. Remember to believe in yourself.